Alright, so we all know the Viltrumites are basically the most overpowered, unstoppable warriors in the Invincible universe.
Are you sure?
But how did they become a galactic empire feared across the cosmos? Well, let's just say it all started with a massacre. Way back in the early days of Viltrum, things were way different. The Viltrumites were just a regular, highly advanced civilization, physically stronger than most species, sure, but they weren't the ruthless conquerors we know today. That changed when Argal became their ruler. This dude had one rule: only the strongest should survive. And he wasn't joking. He kicked off the Great Purge, which was basically a bloodbath where Viltrumites killed each other off, wiping out anyone who wasn't strong enough to fight back. By the time it was over, only the most powerful warriors remained. That was the birth of the Viltrumite Empire, a society built entirely on strength, domination, and survival of the fittest. And once they had eliminated their own weak, they turned their attention to the rest of the galaxy. First, they expanded aggressively, wiping out entire civilizations that resisted. Then they forced other species into submission, making them part of the empire. Eventually, they became the dominant force in the universe, because nobody could stop them. But here's the thing: power breeds arrogance. Over time, the Viltrumites got so caught up in their own superiority that they never considered the possibility of internal conflict. And that's exactly what happened. At some point, a civil war broke out between two factions. One side wanted to continue their ruthless ways, while the other started questioning whether their methods were sustainable. The war was so intense that it wiped out most of the Viltrumite population. That was the first time their empire had ever been seriously weakened. Realizing they didn't have the numbers to maintain control the old-fashioned way, they switched to a new strategy. Instead of wiping out planets immediately, they started infiltrating them. That's why Omni-Man was sent to Earth. His mission was simple: gain the planet's trust, reproduce, and prepare it for Viltrumite rule. So yeah, the Viltrumite Empire wasn't just built on strength. It was built on survival at all costs. But now that their numbers are lower than ever, do you think they'll ever return to their former power? Or is their reign finally coming to an end? Let me know what you think in the comments.